But enough is enough with certain things in this town. For instance, fake spiritual bullshit people. Come on. You're like growing like a festering fucking wound in the sun or something. Okay, if you don't know what I mean, I recently searched Humboldt County life coaches. Yeah. And there are 18 of them. Life coaches. People that want you to pay them to give you spiritual guidance. And so like I thought about it, like that's kind of the coolest fucking job in the world. Like someone's like, hey Randy, I want you to be my life coach. I'll be like, yeah, dude, that's like $30 an hour, you know? And then he's like, yeah, that's a good deal. Hands me the money. And I'd be like, here's a beer and go relax. You've been coached. I'm out of here. Like, fuck, dude, live your life. And there's other things. Vibrational healing is a thing that there's 9 people in this county that do vibrational healing. Wow. So for $50 an hour, I do that shit too. I turn the fucking stereo up and leave you alone, dude. It's fucking awesome, dude. If you can't get off on music, what's wrong with you? I don't know. But there's other things that also kind of like are a little bit more like gray area. I don't really know from experience, but there's vortex healing. Vortex healing in this town. Okay, enough is enough is what I'm trying to say. Dream interpreters. Anyone go to a dream interpreter lately? I read this one lady's website said that she will basically show you the magic of your subconscious mind by her interpreting your dreams for $35 an hour, you know? It's a fucking steal. And one of my favorite is crystallology. So there's these crystallologists in this area, and I just like to think of them, like when I clicked on their website, I was so hoping they were going to be like this to like the geology department. And they're just like, yeah, dude, fuck all your other rocks. You got crystals up in this bitch. And I love that. So if you're going to try to provide someone service, like say you're charging someone money to spiritually heal or guide them, and most likely the people that are going to pay you money for like spiritual guidance are most likely the most vulnerable people among us in an average society. Like that's who usually pays for it, you know? And I just think that at the end of the day, if you're one of these people that are like, yeah, I'm going to totally charge you to like heal you spiritually, you're an asshole. I think so. I think you're a fucking asshole. If you won't do that shit for free, you're a fucking dickhead. You know? And it's like, okay, it's like, what's the difference of like offering someone spiritual guidance? You know, like if you're new age spiritual guidance versus like just if you're a Christian. Like the other day I had 2 Mormons come to my house and they like knocked, you know, and I was like, oh God, hey, what's up? And they're like, do you have a minute? And like they basically were there to tell me that they're like, I'm just going to be really brief. They're like, are you happy? And I said, yeah, I'm really happy. And they're like, do you have joy in your life? And I said, yeah, I have a lot of joy. And they said, well, if you didn't have joy, we would have more to say, but since you're a happy guy, we're going to let you go. And I'm like, that's fucked up. Like you're going door to door to people's sacred spaces, knocking on their door and being like, yeah, are you unhappy? You know, like think about it. Like if you're like sad because something tragic or terrible happened in your life, and then they're like, yeah, here's some fucking spiritual guidance. It's bullshit, you know? It's like they're finding you at your worst moment. But I've also noticed recently that you can learn a lot from people that take themselves to like really seriously in this world. It's really cool. Like I had a Facebook conversation the other day on religion, which is a weird thing to get on Facebook about. And they're kind of awesome in a lot of ways because it showed me there's certain things like that I didn't realize. Like for instance, that I asked them like how was Noah's Ark, like why did the Bengal tigers not eat like the rabbits and the gerbils and shit? Like how did they all get along so good? And he's like dead serious. He was like, oh, because all God's creatures were vegetarians before the Great Flood. Oh, yeah, dude, my mind. That shit is amazing. Also, I saw someone was advertising a shamanic pet sitter service.
What?
Yeah, the logic there is awesome. And basically what I was realizing is if you're talking to someone who wants to run a shamanic pet sitting service, or someone who's like rabidly Christian, like the logic is like trying to pull the fairy wings off of an invisible fairy, you know? Oh, I don't make any sense out of this. You can't do that. So that was basically it. Thanks everybody. I'm Randy.
Good, man. One more round of applause for Randy Mishler.